morning. I slept in. Yeah, Danny's still in bed. And I mean, I got up, well, woke up at 8:30, laid in bed for about half an hour, got up, went for a pee, back in bedroom with intention of getting dressed, ended up getting back into bed and woke up again at 11. So the dogs had lunch more than breakfast, but we're now out on his constitutional. I know we've got to go to a supermarket today because we've got virtually no food in there. We kind of used the last of the freezer supply doing yesterday's dinner, so we've just got like odds and sods left in there. And the weather is really nice today though. This weather just can't make its bloody mind up. Like yesterday, rain all morning, then turned really nice in the afternoon. Today, really nice. So I'm thoroughly expecting it to be chucking it down by tonight. Laura averages or whatever it is anyway, you know. But other than having to go to the supermarket, I'm not sure whether we're doing anything today. The guitar that I've got advertised on various websites and groups and stuff, for today only, I've took the price right down to 300 quid, which is a stupid price, but I want it to go because I want to go and pick up the guitar that I want to buy. So it's not like I'm taking a loss, but it's just worth way more than that. But if it'll sell, then I'll, you know, let it go, just so I can go and get my new one. But she'll have to wait and see on that one. So today will be kind of an open day for me. We'll see what happens, because I don't think we've got a great deal to do other than the shopping. So it may end up being that shopping is the video. I think tomorrow's video, the video that I'll be filming tomorrow, will be day 62. So technically, like three, God, I've just got up 2 months. It's like 2 months of daily vlogs. I am still impressed with myself. It's like even the days where I know that there's not going to be much in them, I'm still filming them. I've been thinking though, like, what's going to happen when if we ever go abroad again, or we go on holiday somewhere with the internet, which I know ain't that likely, but I might have to start doing little if that does ever become the case and we do go abroad again, I might just have to do little 5-minute long videos straight from my phone, so that we can upload them from an internet cafe or whatever. But I'm rambling at you now, so I'm going to get the dog back home, and then we shall see what time A, McWardle gets up, and then B, what else is on the agenda other than going to Morrison's. I hope there's more on the agenda other than going to Morrison's. Or that, or I just sit there and do nothing all day. That's always preferable on my day off. I want to know what's going on here. People in the grounds of the castle doing some sort of activity. It looks like, oh, I wonder if they're digging. Ah, that could be it. Excavating. Gonna have to do that. I'm gonna have to take you around the castle at some point for one of these videos and let you see inside of it rather than just seeing it in the background all the time. So many beers. How much is Sapporo at Yo Sushi?
I think I'd get told off if I said it's at least 3 times the price.
$2.69 a can, or times that by 3. That's how much it is for 1 can at Yo Sushi. So cheap! How can you eat bran flakes? They're horrible. Well, 54 quid. That's not too bad because it is several days worth of foods. I got a shitload of ready meals, like frozen ones, put in freezer. Not that you'd put frozen food anywhere else. Think Wasley before you speak. But yeah, we've got like at least a week's worth of food, if not more.
More than that, yeah. We've got loads of
fortnight, yeah. And no salad box, because I just didn't want one. I think it's because I had last night's like leftover home Chinese takeaway for lunch, and I can't stomach any food. Oh, I'm all full. The rice has swollen in my stomach and made me full. Yes. Maybe that's the secret. Eat a shitload of rice.
That's how they stay skinny.
Might go on the rice diet. Nothing but rice. And all of the other things that go with rice. Oh, I'm never going to lose any weight. What did I say this morning? I told you that it had started off lovely and sod's law, it'd start chucking it down this afternoon. What time are we on?
About 4 o'clock.
About 4 o'clock, and the heavens have opened. See, I'm better than a weatherman, me. I just guess and admit that I'm guessing. And I was right. Weathermen use all sorts of maps and satellites and shit and get it wrong. Trust in Wasley. I'll give you regular weather updates. Not that they're going to be any good because we're a day behind. See, that's what I like to see. A nice full fridge. And we are partaking in a small alcoholic beverage. I got myself another bottle of hooch because it were on offer. And what have you got?
Honey, hang on. Captain Morgan.
Captain Morgan's and Coke in a can. I'm going to sort out some dinner. Only ready meals because I don't cook like Danny can cook. So it's just sticking an oven on and putting something in out at freezer. But any sort of food is better than no food. And it is certainly time to eat foods. So I'm going to go and grab a quick bath in a minute. But I realised that yesterday we mentioned going up to my mum and dad's and asking for some old photos. And that were kind of all I said. So I figured I'd show you what we're collecting these photos for. I know I showed you a load of pictures in a vlog last week, but this one's a little bit, I don't want to say more personal, but because obviously it says parents and me and Danny in that other one, but this one's got a lot of old friends in it, shall we say. It's not finished yet, there's still a couple of photos that need to go in it, but it's shaping up pretty nicely. This one is Lumpy Bum, or Cassie as she were actually named. This one was like Danny's last dog that was put down unfortunately earlier this year. I'm really sad seeing her go, but she wasn't very well, bless her. And it's you've got a lot of memories of her, haven't you? And I've got a lot of memories from her. I had her a long time before me and Danny even got together, so I got to play with her a lot when before we moved in together, and then before Dave and Diane moved to Lincoln. And this one is one of my old doggies. So when he were just a pup, when he were all legs, as you can see. I love that stage in puppies when the legs grow really, really quickly in a short space of time, and suddenly the body doesn't look big enough for the legs. That's my favourite stage of puppy dog. And they're running along and they're all gangly and they fall over their own legs and stuff. It's hilarious. He was called Buster. He had him put down, I think, when I were about 17. That's like 10 years ago. It doesn't seem like that long. And then this, other than being a picture of baby Danny, who is this doggy?
Which one is it?
It's the one
What
you
colour
with
is
the...
it?
I'm colourblind, leave me alone. I have to come and help.
Oh, I feel comfortable though.
Oh, get off the sofa.
That one?
Yes.
That's Sam.
Sam.
Yeah, it's an unpacked dog.
Talk about Sam.
He never left me alone.
Oh, that's the dog.
Yeah.
Look,
He's
there's
always
like,
by my side.
we've got 3 photo albums that we brought back from Bridlington of Danny between the day she was born and like being 3, and nearly every photo, like Sam, did you say?
Mm-hmm.
Nearly every photo, Sam is just there, like either in the background or laid at side of Danny. And this one is, other than my dad, this is going back a long time. This is one of my oldest friends. He was called Casey. We got him from Labrador Rescue, and they told us he were only about 4, but vets then said that he was actually about 8. He looks really grumpy, and he was grumpy, especially in his later years, but he was the nicest dog you could ever want. Hardly ever barked, did exactly as was told all the time, unlike that thing over there. The only time I ever heard him bark, when my mum and dad, when I was younger, they had this red biscuit barrel that they kept biscuits in, and Casey knew that if they had a cup of tea and biscuit barrel came out, he'd get a biscuit and then the barrel would go away. And one time my mum forgot that the biscuits were out, And because he'd got this routine in his head that he had a biscuit and then it went away, he sat there for about an hour just patiently looking at the biscuit barrel. And eventually he barked once and then just looked at the barrel again. He were a really clever dog as well. You'd give him a packet of crisps and he'd sit there and he'd open though. He wouldn't tear the packet to bits. He would open the packet, pin it down between his paws and use his teeth to pull the bag open. He was such a nice dog. I think he lived till about 14. Ended up getting cancer, and we didn't want to operate on him because it weren't fair on him, so we had to have him put down as well. And then this one you've seen a couple of times, I think, in our videos. This is my dog technically, but because I bought him. But when me and Danny first moved in together, we weren't allowed pets, and we're not allowed pets here either. But we just decided, fuck it. This is Danny, not to be confused with the person I'm going to be getting married to. Slightly more hair than her. He's such a funny thing. He's not very well either. I think he's got a hip problem, and that's not good because he's only about 7 or 8. I think 8, 7, 1 at 2 anyway. But he's a nice boy really. And then who's this in the bottom? Is it Sam again?
Is it on the grass?
Yeah.
That's Shona.
Shona.
Yeah.
Who was Shona?
Shona was the dog I grew up with.
Oh, so it's like my Casey.
She was my baby.
Oh. This one is Shona. And I really wish that the photos were in better detail, but the scanner that we've got ain't great, so even if I scanned it in, there probably wouldn't be much point. But that's kind of what we're trying to do with this frame. We are planning on getting a photo of Scooby so that we can put that in there as well. And then there's one more of your old dogs.
Tyler.
Nanan's old dog,
yeah.
Is it?
Black Alsatian.
So there's 2 more photos to go in it. Obviously one of them's going to be Scooby, and then the other one's one of Danny's Nanan's old dogs. So hopefully we'll have that finished soon. Just need to get the appropriate photos and then we can put it up on the wall. But I just wanted to kind of show you that because I talked about it yesterday and brought a stack of old photos looking for the right ones to put in the frame. There weren't that many of Casey, with it being that long ago we had him, because I were only a kid when we had him. But we found some that fit in. I'm getting all nostalgic looking at them and talking about them. I'm going to go and get a bath before I start crying. Man up, Wasley. Right, I'm going to go and get a bath, so I will see you when I get out. You know, we've done nothing but eat or drink since getting in from Morrison's. You had fish and chips, didn't you? Frozen fish and chips, a ready meal, not chip shop again. Because I've just watched one of Tom and Nat's videos and they were saying that because we'd gone on about fish and chips, Nat really wanted fish and chips. It was frozen, pre-made. And I've had sausage and chips, same deal. And then we had warm muffins with custard. That's chocolate chip muffins, not American muffins, because that would be weird. No, what's a muffin in America?
Fuck knows. They
call bread cakes a biscuits, aren't they? If you know what a muffin is to an American, or you are an American, what is a muffin?
It does. It's a cupcake.
Yeah, chocolate chip cupcake.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've had chocolate chip cupcakes with custard. Although I don't think Americans know what custard is either, do they? They call it vanilla cream. Oh, I don't know. This is confusing me. We've had muffins and custard, and then we realised that we bought this honey and garlic flatbread thing, and it needs eating today. So the oven's on again to cook that. Oh, weird greedy fat piggy.
Yep.
It's great. But anyway, purpose of this part, it's the end of another day and the end of another video, guys. It's time to say goodbye. But we will be back in the morning. I will throw our Twitter links in the description. You know the score by now. And comment, like and subscribe if you haven't done already. And other than that, guys, thank you for watching. It really does mean a lot. And as usual, we will see you tomorrow.